I'm at Kuala Lumpur International Airport, and today I'm flying up to Penang, and I'm flying with Batik Air. Now, I'd never heard of them before. Apparently they're the low-cost arm of Lion Air, but they do have a business cabin, so that's what I'm flying in today. So I'm really interested to see what that's going to be like. So let's go and get checked in. Hi, I'm Phil, and I'm on a great gap year. I'm all checked in, and that was completely painless, very efficient. Bit of a line for economy, but no line at all really for business. I think I'm definitely on the right track here. Now, I received emails from Malaysia about being at the airport early this week. This is the busiest week of the year. It's the perfect storm. It's Malaysia Day week and it's the Prophet's birthday week. And they don't usually land in the same week. So it's just going to be absolute chaos. Come early, at least 3 hours. But you know what? It really doesn't look that busy at all, does it? It all looks kind of just regular airport busy, I guess. Hang on a second. I was looking at domestic departures. Oh yeah, that's me. I'm a domestic departure. Duh. I've been on that many flights the last few days. Suddenly, just flying sort of internally within the same country. Bit of an odd and alien concept. Travel fog brain, I guess. I don't know. What would you call that? What's going on here? So this is definitely a security queue. Yeah, I better turn this off. Security was slow with small trays and an everything out policy. There was no lounge access included with my ticket, and once I was through security, I was unable to find a priority pass lounge in Terminal 1 domestic departures. So I definitely can't find a lounge, and I feel sort of reasonably certain that Batik Air definitely were trying to sell me a lounge. So there has to be one somewhere. Whether I can get in without paying Batik Air some money or not, I don't know. So anyway, in the absence of anything else, I've decided just to come to Burger King. Burger consumed, no lounge to enjoy, so I just headed to the gate, a bit earlier than usual. Tell you what, the length of this walk has really caught me out. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought, to walk 10 gates would take this long. I think I've actually got a fair bit to go. I'm sort of in the distance there. Oh my goodness. We're at gate 5, so half distance. And at the gate, we were penned into a goldfish bowl to await boarding.
Visit your boarding pass, IC or passports for inspection during boarding. Pada wishes a pleasant flight. Thank you. Selamat petang untuk telepon pada yang pesawat.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry. Hello. A nice welcome on board. And this is me, seat 1A. Pre-departure beverage has arrived. Cheers. I'm not sure which juice that is, but it's fruity, cold, and tasty. And what are these? I might save these for later, pop them in my bag. It's internal, so they can't get taken off me at customs. Green peas, modified starch, sugar, cuttlefish powder. Cuttlefish powder? These need to go to the hotel and get tried properly later, don't they? We've got a wipe. When you're in a hot country and a bit sweaty, it's surprising how refreshing a cool wipe is. And shortly after the beverage and the face wipe, we prepared for takeoff. One of the things I love about air travel is that moment you turn onto the runway, getting a captain's eye view of it all the way down. And then the inevitable thrust being pushed back into the seat as you accelerate down the runway and into the air. Kuala Lumpur isn't a particularly exciting airport to fly in and out of. It's away from the town, so there's no landmarks to enjoy today. The business cabin is in 2-2 formation with proper business seats that are wide with plenty of legroom. These seats also have a lot of padding. It feels like you're sitting in your favourite recliner, albeit with the recline controls not really operating on my seat. And this was a surprise, as this Boeing 787-300 is less than 10 years old. The seats have adjustable headrests and they are very comfortable. There's the obligatory tray table coming out of one of the arms, which can be used either fully or half open. And then in the other arm, there's a completely non-functioning in-flight entertainment screen. I mean, it doesn't even power on, and I wondered if this had ever worked, or if it just came with the seat and they left it there. And there's one of these cute drinks trays that just come out of the arm, and then further down the center console, there's some power sockets. It's a 1-hour flight, and I didn't check if it worked, but let's just assume it did. But all round, it's a nice, comfortable seat for this short flight. There was a light bite to eat on the plane, which consisted of a rather pale toasted sandwich, a glass of water, and a little cake. So we've started our descent. So what can I tell you about 50 minutes in the air with Batik Air? Well, I've got to say the business seats are proper business seats. Look, they're thick and wide and comfy, padded, lovely. They're either leather or leather look. I think they're actually leather seats. So shorts maybe not the greatest thing for me to wear. So there's leg room that would, satisfy even very, very tall people. Now my seat features aren't working. The little switches, I've got a knob on them, so I'm pretty sure they don't work. The leg rest did just sort of come up a little bit, and then I had how do I get this back down again if the motor's not really working? So none of these are working. Oh no, hang on. That's definitely working. For it to come up a little bit. I don't know if I can get it back down again. So I did manage to force it back down, and ever since I've just left them be. Had a very small meal, just like a chicken sandwich with like cheese and sort of mayonnaise. It was like a cheese mayonnaise melted sort of sandwich. It was quite interesting, a little bit interesting. Decided I was definitely using a knife and fork to eat that. A little piece of cake. It was, it's a 50 minutes in the air. It's not as good as the Club World meals you get between London and Manchester, but it's okay. And the crew are all proud, happy, jolly souls. Pre-departure beverage, fantastic. Little bag of green peas, which I'm going to have a look at when I get to the hotel, and I'm going to taste those with a bit more time to spare, I think. So, from an amenities point of view, I got a cushion and a blanket. So, for a low-cost carrier, I got to say, I'm really impressed with this. I know it wasn't very much money to fly up here. It's about half of what Air Malaysia wanted. Thanks very much. That was a great flight. Thank you. Thank you very much. See you. Bye-bye. So 50 minutes in the air with Batik Air. Great little flight. Aborted landing. Never had one of those before in all my life. So a little bit of excitement. A very windy, bumpy landing as well. But we got there. We're back on terra firma. It was a great flight and interesting to compare it to my experiences with British Airways European business class. And if you want to see for yourself what that's like, then you should watch this video and that'll tell you everything you need to know. I'll tell you about the hotel I stayed in and my time in Penang in future videos. So subscribe to get notifications when they're released. Do please give me a like, leave me a comment, especially if you've flown Batik Air. I'd love to hear about your experiences. So thank you for watching and thank you for joining me on Grey Gap Year.